keep going back to that moment in the ICU when she looked at me and I see you. I see you. My mother is dead, and everything is worse now. Because
you've got to...
I can't see anything that I don't like about you.
But you
right
will.
Now, I can't.
But you will.
It hurt, of course it fucking hurt. It hurt like nothing in the world sometimes, and I was super scared, and we were all a train wreck, and also...
Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine.
Oh, no, you guys so good. Oh, I hate the things I do.
I got it.
Once I took your medication to know what it's like.
Search me, know me, prove what you find, the future made of. Watch what you say to me. So write me a letter, I'll always be right here.
I just wish I had like a huge fucking wiener, so like whenever people were mean to me, I could just flop it in their fucking face.
My God, she's giving me pleasure.
I wanted to be your woman, I wanted to be your man, I wanted to be the one that you couldn't.
Baby, if your love is in trouble.
Nothing's gonna hurt you, baby. She was fine.
Nothing compares to the fever dream. It's what I do. I wait for you.
What are some songs that make you feel like the world is so beautiful? I'm talking like looking out the window, driving down the highway, the scenery is gorgeous, and there is not a problem in the world. Drop them in the comments, I'll make a playlist. We'll have some fun. Be safe. Stay strong. I love you.
Let's see. Watch this, y'all. Why the fuck would that happen? It's a croissant. That means
Looks like dirt. Tastes like trash.
The gardeners have planted white roses when I specifically asked for red.
We could always paint the roses red.
What an odd thing to say.
If you gotta burn it all to the ground, then let it burn. Your new girl is my clone. Did you think I didn't see that? It's amazing to me how much you can say when you don't know what you're talking about. I ask you how you're doing and I let you lie.
black and white before I met Sonia. She was the color.
Why didn't you get an on?
Why would you tell me you're going to call me when you get home and then you don't call me when you get home?
Close your eyes, have no fear. The monster's gone, he's on.
Crying on my shoulder. All I could do was hold her.
Ooh, baby, thinking she's so ooh, kicking back on the couch, making eyes from across the room. Well, you think I've been there too? No, ooh, you got me thinking she's so cool, but I know, and you're just another dude.
My mommy is not abusive. We had one fight. This was supposed to be a secret account. The video was not supposed to get 7 million likes. And then I woke up and it was viral and there were tons and tons of videos duetting it that I couldn't get reported or taken down. And a lot of people were telling me that the video was actually funny, so I kept it up. Because a lot of people were telling me the video was funny and relatable, and they're like, girl, I get into it with my mom all the time. You have no idea how real this is, da-da-da-da-da. The fact that y'all took that as abuse? Hello? Get off of the internet. Go touch some grass. Hope that helps.
If you're getting fingered and he's not licking it afterwards, it's a red flag, okay? My man was doing this for the longest time, and I thought that it was just because, like, he just didn't want to do it. He never really gave me compliments on how I smell, even though I would pull up seeing him with the full everything shower done, lotion, perfume, all that. And I went to my wax lady the other day, right? And she was like, sis, I think something's wrong because I can literally smell your shit through my mask. I literally closed my legs so fucking fast, y'all. She was like, don't be embarrassed. 8 out of the 10 women that I see, they do have a weird smell down there. I was so shocked because I eat healthy. I drink my water. I eat my vitamins. I eat my probiotics. I went to my doctor and he was like, have you ever heard of body deodorizing supplements? That's one of my closest friends. I was like, have you ever heard of something like that? And she was like, yeah, I actually take it. These are them right here. They're called the Dios body deodorizing supplements. I started taking one of these every single day for about a week. And bitch, the next time I saw my man, he was like, yo, I don't know what you did, but you taste and smell amazing. I was literally so shook. And bitch, in the morning now, I literally wake up with no morning breath. Gym every single day this entire week and my sweat was odorless. Bitch, I usually have to wear men's deodorant. I don't even wear deodorant anymore. I think this is all natural too. Like, it only has chlorophyll, parsley, and mint. That's literally all it has. If you want zero BO, I'm talking breath, coochie, toes, underarms. Y'all need to get on this shit right here. You better listen to me, okay? I'm gonna drop the link for these in the orange card below. Last one is a rotten egg. Dead ass, because you is not gonna be smelling like a rotten egg when you taking this right here. Stop playing.
The fucking cool women actually like your punani. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, when they show they actually are digging it. Like, I literally cracked the code, y'all. Like, I freaking hate nonchalant men, but honestly, they're nonchalant for a reason. Is that even how you say it? But yeah, they're dry for a reason, okay? Like, they're just not digging it. Finally cracked the code on how to make them dig it, okay? Literally had this issue for a minute. Like, I was getting annoyed. Like, I was like, how come every time I hook up with a guy, they aren't acting like it's the best thing ever? It's probably not the best thing ever to them. And honestly, it was a really hard thing to face. But literally, my best friend put me on these. She said that these made her boyfriend go feral. So if he's fiending, I'm like, okay, I could, use this as a single lady, So this is the shit right here. It's literally these Euro probiotics that I literally got off the TikTok shop. So happy I got these because I literally... Okay, I know it sounds bad. You're supposed to take these for your pH. You should be taking these for your pH. But I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna take one of these every time I have like a little date or a little one night stand. I'm trying to smell as fresh as I can down there. Like, can a girl, blame me? Probably not. But I'm telling y'all, ever since I've done that little trick, I literally just like pop one on and then, go to my date. And literally by the end of the night, when, we're getting hot and heavy, man's always compliments that punani. Freaking love it. Like, they always talk about that they've never tasted anything better. And I'm just like, okay, it's not me. Like, I don't have some magical cookie. I'm not some hot shit. It's literally just because of these probiotics. So yeah, I literally love them. I literally will never stop taking these. Like, this, I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes you got to go the extra mile to get someone obsessed. But yeah, I'll have these linked down below. If you click on the little link, it'll be there. But yeah, they're on sale only for the next 2 hours. So if you see this shit in stock, y'all better swoop it up because I'm telling y'all,
Okay, here's my hot take. So I think that when girls boast about being like the other woman, like, oh, I took her man, oh yeah, he left her for me, or he cheated with me, I think it's because they want to have a leg up on the beautiful girl. They want to be out the beautiful girl for a man because they've never been looked at or considered beautiful by any man. And like being the other girl or like taking her man is not the flex that you think it is. Matter of fact, it's an opposite of a flex. Like, that's disappointing. And you shouldn't want to be second choice to anybody. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And like, that's why I always say like girls who aspire to be the other woman and like get guys to cheat on their girlfriends, like they're probably ugly and have no self-respect. And like, that's why a guy will go for a girl like that. Like, the men are seeking validation in a girl who's heinously ugly because that is more in their league than the beautiful woman. Like, a man never cheats up. Like, he never cheats with a better bitch than the one he's with. And I find that telling.
You're very lucky. Bye.
Bye.
How do you feel that, like, 8th graders have more of a love life than you do at, like, 25 years old? Yeah.
Who told y'all that I don't have a love life? I told y'all that?
It's kind of obvious. Yeah, like, Coco Jones doesn't count.
I don't talk to Coco. But this is the thing. I'm not going to tell y'all who I'm talking to. Because it's none of y'all business. Because y'all 8th graders. And I'm a grown man. My love life is my love life. It don't got nothing to do with y'all.
So you kind of got a little defensive like you are talking to somebody.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying whether I was talking to someone or not. Okay? It's y'all tell me about y'all love lives all day, whatever. I'm just the uncle who gives you guys advice. I don't need advice from y'all. I'm good.
I give great relationship advice.
You literally had several conversations with me about having a roster.
Well, that, like, when you lock in, all that goes away. I have not had a roster since, like, August.
13 years old with a roster is crazy.
No,
it's crazy.
No. I said.
You know what is worse than? Being a single man working on himself.
How many guys have you talked to? Like, my whole life? Like, or like at the same time? Both? Oh, same time, just 3. No, not dating, just talking. And all 3 of them played me, so I played them back at the same time.
Oh my gosh. My poor little babies. So back to just to me, right? Again, you will never
It's
know.
always about you.
The conversation literally started because you asked about information in my love life. I think it's valid for me to tie it back.
I think I just stated that you have not.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Again, if that's what you believe, then I'm doing everything right. I don't need y'all to know everything that's going on in my life.
It's just kind of sad when you get past like 30 and you're single.
I have 5 years until I'm 30.
That's 5 years go by fast. Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. Okay.
Like literally.
Guys, why does no one have any hope in me?
No, I have hope, but it's just like the hope is slowly like, yeah.
Guys, I have 5 years until I'm 30. I'm 20. I'm the youngest teacher here.
Before you know it, you're walking down the aisle in a wheelchair.
Walking down the aisle in a wheelchair. If I'm walking down the aisle in a wheelchair, first of all, that's contradicting because I can't walk down the aisle in a wheelchair. Let's start with that. Second of all, if I'm rolling down the aisle in a wheelchair, I'm hoping it's because it's my great grandchild or I hope it's not with my daughter.
Grandchildren if you don't get married.
Good point.
How is that possible?
Will you sign this for me?
Yes. Like, what do I have to sign?
Open it.
Where did you find this picture?
Can you sign it?
Yes. Oh my gosh. You know how old this thing is? Oh my god.
This for me?
Oh my gosh. I've seen this trend. At least I'm not too young. I would love that. Body bag.
Will you sign this for me?
Oh my gosh! Why? Don't! I told you I was emo.
Hi, Kelsey, you are emo.
Those side bangs. Holy moly.
Can I have your autograph?
Yeah, of course. Alright, just anywhere?
Open it.
Oh, open it. Oh, gosh. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's painful. Yes, you can have my autograph. Oh. Yep. Don't forget, love being 18 years old.
Was that 18?
Yep.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you for the humbling moment that was.
Will you sign this for me?
What is that? Oh, good gravy. That is quite a picture. Are we really doing the lovely,
Who is that? That's Mom.
That's Mommy?
That's you?
The first time I ever got my hair colored?
Can I see?
Can
I see?
Can you sign this for me?
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What did
That was at a campsite. My first time camping with Tyler and his family. And I didn't have a blow dryer. That's super. Wow, there are parts of my life I would like to delete off of the internet forever.
Can you sign this for me?
Of course. Oh, goodness. This is so old. Do you love the headband?
I love it.
Yes, I can. Should have drew a headband on my signature.
Can you sign this for me?
Can I sign it for you?
Yeah.
Sure. What am I signing?
Open it.
Oh, I feel like this is a trick. Oh my. Alrighty, that's an old picture. Where did you get this?
Facebook.
So you want to know how long ago that was?
How long?
Oh, about 21 years. Because my husband and I were dating.
Oh. Can you sign this for me?
I'm going to sign like I'm going to open it.
Yep, you're going to open it.
Are you filming a TikTok?
she cut you off? How did you get this?
Facebook.
So I'm supposed to acknowledge that this is me? Getting all sweat and hotty here. What am I supposed to put on here?
Yep. Anywhere.
Mrs. Curl?
Whatever you want. Will you sign this for me?
Sure.
Open it.
Oh, wow. That was my best garden ever.
Yeah?
When we lived in the country. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love that shirt too. Yes, I will.
Thanks.
Look at me. Good wowzers. So I need to make my account private. Okay.
She did it with a lot of other people too, not only you.
There's some really good ones.
Hello.
Will you sign this for me?
Sign it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where at?
Open it up.
Oh, open it up. Okay. Oh my gosh. Where do I need to put it at?
Anywhere you want.
Ugh. Okay.
Let's talk about this haunted museum. If you're new here, hi. I have been hyping up this haunted museum on my page for months at this point, and I finally went Friday night. I managed to bring along 4 of my friends, one of my best friends, my boyfriend, and his 2 friends were a very close-knit group. We hang out all the time. They knew exactly why we were going to this place, and it was because I needed to scope out whether or not I wanted to do a video-specific review of this place or do an investigation with the people who own the place. I wanted to do an October special because it is the spooky season, etc. And I obviously have a niche on my page. It is safe to say I would never return to that place willingly, and it's because every single one of my friends that night experienced something, including myself, and it resulted in me leaving early. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, this place was really hard to find, and when we walk in, it is exactly the way that you would expect a haunted museum to look like in the waiting room. There are things from the Halloween store, there are just a bunch of things. There were like 3 people behind the counter, and she's like, hey, it's like 8:45 p.m. It's about to be 9. By the time you guys get back there, it takes an hour to get through. Do you still want to do it? We say, yeah, because it takes like forever for us to get this organized and come to this place. Like, we don't mind spending only an hour in this place. She's like, okay, so we pay. She hands us our waivers that essentially say we will not touch, taunt, be disrespectful to the spirits that are there, etc., because they are not liable for anything that touches, grabs, pulls our hair, scratches us, or follows us home. They're not liable. I sign it. This is the part where I realized that I messed up. I knew about the waivers. I did not know that this was a self-paced tour in the dark. She hands us the flashlight. She says, hey, these go out because of how much we have here. If it goes out, come up front and we'll give you a new one. We all say, okay. We open the door to go back into the museum. And immediately upon entering this large room that was filled with dolls and Ouija boards, I see the doll that I've made multiple videos about, aka one of the world's most haunted dolls. I'm not going to say her name because she scares me. She's even more frightening in person. It was incredible to see her. It was a very surreal moment for me. And my friend left her a donation. We move on. My boyfriend rented a spirit box. He turns it up. And it's already kind of coming through at weird times. And it's like little things, but it wasn't anything distinct. The woman up front told us, like, hey, you guys should go in the basement first because that's where we have a lot of the cooler stuff. And, like, you'll definitely want to be in the basement first. So the layout of this place was the big room with the dolls, the Ouija boards, a large monitor in the front room. That was what I assumed in the basement. A long hallway. Not long, but it was like skinny hallway. Bathroom, bunch of stuff that is also haunted. Room of clowns. Doorway, and a staircase that led to the basement. And this is when I should have just hung it up and been like, no. My boyfriend and I get to the door.
And my biggest mistake was that I was scared. Get to the door, something comes through the spirit box, and I hear a knock on the wall. I look at my boyfriend, he's like, it's fine, we're not being disrespectful, we're not taunting them, nothing, it's okay. We walk into this basement, and this basement is the stuff of nightmares. Everything and anything you can imagine, from crime scene weapons to war memorabilia that I'm not going to mention is from where, dolls, wheelchairs, hospital beds, things that are abandoned, just really interesting things, and like cases full of stuff, bones. Immediately, I see on the back wall this mask. And I also want to mention, the moment I walked in this basement, I felt like there were a million eyes on me. The spirit box starts going crazy, and our flashlights go out. This basement is very dimly lit with a bunch of red little lights everywhere. And at this point, I'm like just walking around with my friends. And I'm walking pretty fast because I'm like, I want to go back upstairs. It feels weird down here. Whatever. I get to the portion of the basement where the mask is hung up. It's roped off. I'm like, that's really weird. There's a lot of interesting things in the cases and that are sitting in this room. It's roped off. I go to enter this portion, and my best friend pulls me back by my shirt, and she's like, don't go in there. I said, why not? She points to the sign, and it says, enter at your own risk. Everything associated with this has very heavy negative energy, some of which has been used to summon or has attached to it. We would highly recommend blessing yourself before and after entering this room. And there was a large jug of holy water right next to it. I say, F it. Bless myself. My best friend blesses herself. My boyfriend blesses himself, takes the spirit box in. I'm looking at this stuff, and immediately I feel really weird. And it is also to be noted that there was this roped off section, and then it went into this completely walled off portion that had more artifacts in it. I didn't even step foot in this room. I saw it was on the wall. I put my face through the doorway, and I can only describe it as putting your face through saran wrap, like up to saran wrap, or through fog. I say absolutely not. My best friend says absolutely not. We back away. I bless myself coming out. She blesses herself coming out. We bless ourselves a couple times, if I'm going to be honest. And ever since I stepped foot in that room, that is the turning point of the night. Our flashlights are pretty much out. We had just been clicking them, trying to get them to come back on. Obviously, because it is condensed energy in this basement, they are not coming on, and there's a reason why they're off. My boyfriend then takes the spirit box, walks up to a doll, something comes through, and he's like, oh my gosh, would you mind turning my flashlight on, please? We've been clicking them all night, dude. All night. One click, on. He's like, oh my gosh, she turned my flashlight on. My two other friends whose flashlights were out came up, and each of them asked, hey, can you turn my flashlight on, please? Click on, click on. One click after we'd been clicking probably 500 times on the backs of these. Couldn't explain that. After that, I'm like, nope, I'm going upstairs. Starting to feel really weird. It felt like there was something watching me in the back room. I don't know what it was. So I walk upstairs. That was enough for me. I don't like being watched. I don't like feeling like I'm gonna be... Everyone, sorry. I keep having to delete the clips that I am making because I don't know. Anyways, my boyfriend and I go upstairs. We walk to the wall of Ouija boards, and I see one, and I'm like, that's really weird, so I want to read about it. It's in a box, badly burned, that is locked. And it says essentially that there's in the board, and that's why it's burned. They tried to get rid of it, and things just kept happening, so that's why it's at the museum. My boyfriend puts the spirit box up to the Ouija board, and I truly believe that this was the turning point for me. Something starts making these noises. I don't even know how to explain the sounds that were coming out of this spirit box. I don't. It sounded very warbled, and I don't know. He puts it up there, and I start feeling really nauseous. If you know me in real life, you know that that is my greatest fear, and this wasn't normal nausea. This was, I'm going to throw up right now. So I walk away, and he immediately turns, he's like, are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. He knows about my fear. I'm like, yeah, about 5 seconds pass and it goes away. I'm standing at another thing. Happens again. That is when I knew. I turn around, I walk out, And as I'm walking out, I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna go stand up front. So I walk up front. I feel a lot better after I close the door behind me. And they're like, oh, did you like it? I say what happened to me. I told them, you know, I had to stop. I didn't like it. And I was just getting to know them, and none of them had worked there for over a year. And almost all of them didn't know what kind of job it was when they were applying. They just needed the money. The girl who I was talking to the most also told me that when she opens in the morning, sometimes she has to call the closer because she's too scared to open the basement. I don't know how I forgot this little tidbit either, but I'm not going to delete everything and then refilm it. I saw orbs flying on the monitor after we came back upstairs. And I found out that the cameras in the basement were in the back rooms that I stuck my face in, and then I just left. There's also a challenge that this place has, and it's essentially sitting in the dark with a bunch of haunted stuff, and there's a camera in there too. So my friends come out, we return everything, we go outside. Everyone then starts telling me that they also didn't feel well. They felt really weird. They felt like there were just people watching them all the time. And all of us felt completely normal when we went outside. My friend and I prayed because I was like, none of this is allowed to follow us home. And that was that. And it really messed me up because I didn't talk the rest of the night. And it was so bad that people were asking me if I was okay. And when I said no, they were really surprised that it affected me that way. And so am I. But anyways, sorry this video is so long. It's not my normal content, and I know that. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. Stay tuned for more.